Guys, today we'll be doing a hands-on. I'll try to clean a messy customer list. So what we're going to be doing is actually creating the customer list and obviously making it messy. And of course, we're going to be doing this on our Excel on this spreadsheets. We're going to be intentionally creating the data to be messy and then practice how to clean it. We'll probably enter like 10 customer records, with names, with email address, phone number, city, and we're going to obviously be deliberately, putting errors, blank spaces, duplicate rows, inconsistent values, casings, and all of that. And we'll try to remove duplicates. We'll try to, use standardizations formula to standardize the data. We also, use data validation methods to obviously put some validations, form of listing and all that. And probably trying to use flash fill as well to extract names from first name, maybe last name as well to, create a full name, something like that. So let's dive in. So name, first, oh, sorry, let's write first name. I guess that's better. Yeah, here we go. So first name. Uh, After that, we'll say last name. Email. What next? Email. Let's say phone and city, right? So we want to get your city and all that. So let's kind of make this look nice. Okay. So the name should be first name should be, let's say, Chima and Akpa, very inconsistent values as you can see. And the email should be, let's say, something like this. Chima Akpa 12 at gmail.com. Gmail.com, right? Okay. And we have here as the, I guess these guys are getting, so let me try to make this look right here. Okay. All right, just hang on. Okay. Okay, so this is fine now. So let's say phone 09013456798. Okay. And the city should be let's say New York. Yeah, I wanna be in New York sometime. Oh yeah, New York. It doesn't matter. It can be like this. Of course, we're going to find a way to do that. So I'm going to put another name. Let's say Letty as the first name, and Levi, just written inconsistently, just putting errors by default because we're going to correct that. So, but this is going to take us a lot of time. You could obviously just practice this. So I'm just going to go to the one I have created before now. So obviously you know what I'm doing now. Just go down to this list and see how we create that. Okay. So the first thing you see here, so we have the first name. Okay, first name column, second column, last name, third column, email, and as you can see, I already mentioned the other part here. I could actually add white spaces here. You know, oh no, this is not what I want to do. Obviously add white spaces here such that there will be white spaces. I don't know why this guy's clicking. Oh, you understand what I'm saying? Like, let me rewrite this here. Like, let's say Chima and what did this guy do? Let me show this again. Okay, and I kind of want to write everything out. Okay, let me just go and let me have another one here. You can see what I'm trying to do. Okay, I could obviously use tab, but just want to have plenty of spaces here, you can see, right? And I'm going to correct that so you could see what I'm trying to do. Just here we go. So tab this and spaces where, so you could see this guy has a lot of space, right? this guy has a lot of space. Why these guys are obviously written properly. So that's what we are seeing here. That's how we got this white spaces here, this here, and then this other guy too. And of course, the phone numbers are here. So the first thing to do here is to obviously try to standardize this first name, right? And I'm gonna kind of right click here, right click and insert. So we could have a very good first name. Once we could do the first name right, we'll be able to, use flash fill to get the full name in one column. If we don't standardize this, right, if we don't standardize this here, we're going to have a problem because this is not going to work. The flash fill is going to have a problem. So here, equal to proper, of course, we use proper to standardize the name. And the proper we want to use is, we want to use it on this place. Just type enter, right? So this guy has been properly done. So I'm going to name this first name, right? So, and the last name, we're going to do the same thing to last name. So come down here on the email column, right click and insert. So here, very good. Same thing, equal to proper, right? I tap and I highlight this column, all the names I want to put in proper shape. The proper shape helps us to put, right, all these, capitalize the first words, the first letter of every word. So that's what this proper does for us. So this is it. So, and this guy is going to be the last. Okay, sorry, where's my T? Okay, last name. Yeah, so this looks great. How about that? And for easier sake, I'm just gonna have to delete this guy because I mean it's no use, it's of no use to me anymore. All right, I'm getting an error, right? So that's where we obviously have to look at what is the error. What is the error? So the error here obviously is because this guy here is has been kind of the formula, like if you check here, this is the formula, right? So the last name here and the first name here is the same, but this guy has been written as a formula. So what to do is to obviously kind of copy all of this, copy, and just as it is, Control C, like you did copy, and Control V, right? And you come down here and then paste as values. You get that? So if you come here now, if you check this, it's no longer giving you that that formula here anymore. It's the name that is giving you. So that's the same thing you do for the first name. So I'm just going to skip ahead and do that for the other one, so we don't have a lot of time to waste here. But I hope you get what I just did, right? Okay. So that is it. So having done this, you've put all of this first name and last name in proper format, in proper shape. So the next thing to do is to insert another column here. Now this inserting another column here is where you now have the full name, okay? Full name. And the way to get the full name going, it's actually not hard because it's obviously like what we've done um, with. Oh yeah, we've not done it before, but what I'm going to show you is how to use the flash fill to obviously combine the last name and the first name. So what you start doing here is just start writing the names together at first, right? And come down, write the second name together. Now, as you can see, as I wrote the first name and I'm beginning to write the second name, it has automatically suggested to me the names for all this column, the entire column. So once I click tab, everything clicks in. And finally, I've had all this filled in. So I hope this is very clear enough. But another way you could do this is obviously, I'm going to show you right now. Just by writing this name, as you can see my cursor on the full name, Chima Akpa, right? I can come down to flash fill. And once I click flash fill, everything just fills up. That's another way of doing it. But if you don't want to do it that way, just write Chima Akpa, right? First of all, Chima Akpa. Once you're done, come down to the second row of that column, then start writing out the next name. Oh, this guy is not. I'm gonna have to do this again, right? So Chima Akpa. Okay, this guy's Chima Akpa, right? Then Blessing. Oh, oh, I see something. Something is not right. Something just grayed out. Okay. All right. Here we go. So now look at it now. Make sure your tabs are not grayed out because mine was grayed out, so that's why it wasn't working. So, but now we can look at that. I don't know why it's graded now. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why it's graded now. Once I start writing the name, I don't know. It's kind of crazy. Oh, trying to import data. Well, yeah, I don't know why it's doing that, but let me try and see Chima Akpa, right? And I have blessing. Good. So blessing, just by typing B, the other ones are going to come out. Then press tab and you're done. So that's cool, right? That looks cool. So that's how to use Flash Fill to actually just combine the first name and the last name together. All right. So the next one is to remove all of these spaces in the email. So I'm going to kind of insert, um, yeah, I'm going to kind of like insert another column here. And of course, to remove the column, sorry, to remove the spaces, which is obviously what we want to do, is obviously using another function, another exec function called trim, right? So you call to trim and tab, press your tab. Once you press your tab, you see this appears and you kind of have to like drag where you want to apply this to and enter, right? And this obviously will now feel cool. So this is how it's going to be, right? And so this is it. And you can now kind of delete this. Oh yeah, like what we did initially. The deleting is not working. It has to delete everything. So here, kind of copy and paste. Once you paste, come down here and paste as value. You get that, paste as value. And right now you can now delete this. Oh yeah, this guy is having an issue. Let's find out what is the issue. So I don't know why that's not working, but it's supposed to work because I mean it's the same thing. So let's try and do that again because this guy is supposed to paste as value. So I'm going to copy and paste. Just highlight all of this column, copy that and paste Ctrl C and Ctrl V. And come down here, click values, paste as values, right? So this is supposed to work now. I don't know, but all right. I don't know why it didn't work the first time. What's supposed to work actually? All right, so but that's just that. And so this is it. Phone numbers looks okay. Then the next thing here to check is the city. The city obviously is not looking good because we have New and York, small capital letter, London, and this London is not written the same way as this is capital letter, this is small letter. So what I'm going to do is, this is where we apply the data validation to make sure that, we could just use a drop down to select what we want here, and it's kind of very cool. And I'm going to copy all of this first of all, paste here, because I want to apply the proper for it to make all the letters proper, and cool. So I'm going to copy the unique names of these cities, paste here, Tokyo, copy and paste here, right? What next? California, all right. Seems like one California here though. California. So the next thing I'm going to do here is proper, right? Equal to proper. Proper. What did I do? Equal to proper, right? Tab. And I copy, I kind of, select all of this and enter. Right. So you see, have made all of these guys. The first letters of every word is written in capital letters. So it's easy for me to obviously execute what I want to execute here. So in order to perform the validation of my data here to use the list drop down, I have to like kind of come here and you know, first and first, I kind of insert, okay, all right, kind of just whether insert or use here, any one of them, then come down to validate data validation, right? Click data validation. You see this is where we are here. Then lists, select lists. Then here, this is where we now have to like select the source. So come here, highlight all of this. This is the source we want to use and click OK, right? So here you have a drop down here. You have a drop down here. Okay, but there's no drop down here. So that's the problem here. So we'll kind of have to go back, redo all of this. And what you need to do here is simple. Kind of have to click all of this cell that you obviously want to apply data validation to. Then validate data validation again. Perform the same thing. Select your list. Okay, then your source, as we did before here, this is how it becomes. All right, so get this done. And so this guy is New York. This guy is London. I hope this guy is clear. Let me check this. Yeah, nothing here. This guy is also London. London. This guy is also London. New York. I want to be in New York someday. Yeah, I don't know about you, but you may be in New York already. But all right, here Tokyo. Select Tokyo. So this is data validation. This is putting it in a list to make sure that we don't have we are boxing this. You can't select nothing more than this, okay? Then the next thing is London. London, okay. Then the last one here is New York. All right. So I hope this is cool now. Then I can name this as city. All right, as city, and delete that and to be gone. Then delete. All right. So that looks cool now. And delete this. They are gone. All right, so this is obviously how our data looks like now. And but there are some problems because you see here, this is Chima, this is another Chima, this is another Chima here. You have Naomi, this is another Naomi here, right? Naomi Yeti, okay? And there are also some spaces here. So the thing to do here is to obviously remove empty rows and remove duplicate datas, right? So what we're going to do here is to select all of these here. This is what we need. And remove, come here and just click remove duplicates. Okay, so it has selected all of what we need to do. Email trim, first name, last name. So I guess first name, last name, email trim, and select that. So 2 duplicate values found are removed, 11 unique values remain. Note that counts may include empty cells and spaces. Of course, there are empty cells or empty rows here that we have. So, okay, I'm going to have to correct this. Instead of email trim, I'm just going to have email, right? Because this is cleaning the data. All right. And once we have this now, what we need to do next is to now remove the rows. Very important. So I'm going to do Control G. Okay, Control G and go to specials, and click on blanks and OK that. All right, once you OK that, the next thing to do is to, control minus and entire row. Let me see what this does. I hope it doesn't scatter my data. All right, so here we go. So, but we have another duplicate here. I don't know, how did this escape it, right? How did this escape the duplicate? I'm having Shima here and I'm having another Shima here. So that's quite unfortunate. And I'm going to obviously have to look into this one more time. Right, so let me check what happens here. No duplicates found. I don't know what's going on. Let me try and find out this because, okay. So I'm trying to scan through the data because these are the same name here, same email here, and email here, right? Same name here, and everything. Let's look at the phone number. Oh, okay. So phone numbers are different. All right, here we go. Different phone numbers. So obviously they are not duplicate because they have different phone numbers. They may just be having the same name, but that's crazy, right? Because they have the same email. All right. So this is obviously how to clean up this data, and now we have a very good clean data, and this customer list is no longer messy because the data are clean. I hope you enjoyed the session and you learned one or two. Thank you for your time and see you next time.